Dang. Mm-mm-mm. I thought my skin was gonna look horrible. First of all, because I just did my chemical peel, preparing for birthday festivities, and it don't look bad. Don't look all right. It looks good. So, hi everybody. Welcome. I haven't gone live in so long. This feels so foreign to me. uh, but I had to come on here and talk some shit a little bit because um, there's a whole lot of stuff going on. Whole lot of stuff. Uh, so, which one do you guys want to talk about first? Because I want to keep it a full hour. So, 3:15, I'm out of here. Um, do you guys want to talk about the woman that threw away her ex-boyfriend mother's ashes first, or do you guys want to talk about Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan breaking up, or do you guys want to talk about why I don't want to be categorized as a strong, independent Black woman? That whole trope of Black women being strong and independent, I feel like it's time that we leave it in the back burner. Um, so, which one do you guys want to talk about first? Because I feel like all of them kind of go hand in hand. I saw Hubby's here texting me foolishness because I sent him a picture of me. I think that was like 6, maybe 5 years ago. We were trying to look for a hotel that we stayed at because it was a super nice hotel. And I actually found the exact hotel on my pictures. So I sent him the picture and I sent him the location. So he's laughing about my picture. So Lori. Let me see. Lori first, independent, Ashes, strong independent woman. Leave it in the back burner for real. Ashes, independent. Lori. So true, my dear. Too much. So it tie. So I don't have to break the tie. It's between Lori and the strong, independent Black woman. So somebody gotta break this tie. Whoever comments first is the one that's gonna win. Fallon Carrington says, Shalom. Shalom to you. Okay, they broke the tie, so they want to talk about the strong, independent Black woman trope. So, for years and years, Black women have been carrying around the I am strong, I am independent, I got it all together, and I'm a woman, I can do it all. I can be a mom, I can take care of my kids, I can take care of my household, I can work, I can do everything. And I feel like it's time that we leave that behind. Because quite honestly, I feel like, especially in the Black community where women are concerned, it's causing more problems than it is solving at this point. I feel like back then we needed to do that, but now it's kind of causing a little bit of problems in our life. And I didn't realize this until I had that same notion and going through life and carrying that trope around and finding out that it was causing more problems than it was solving or giving me solutions. So the whole I'm strong independent thing coincides. So I had Kai and I had Milani. When I first had Kai, it was super duper hard for me to tell Sean, Dino, I'll call him Dino. Tell Dino to, okay, I need help with Kai. You need to take him, you need to feed him. I'm being burnt out. I need sleep. I need to be rejuvenated. I need to have some me time because I'm going to lose my mind because I'm working on like 2, 3 hours of sleep. Mind you, when I first had Kai, I'm a sleep person, okay? I cannot function without sleep. If I go a few days without my full 6 to 8 hours of sleep, I feel like I'm losing my mind. Okay, my hubby is complete opposite. He can go on 2 hours of sleep and he'll good. I'm the opposite. I need my sleep or else I'm gonna be losing my mind. And when I had Kai, it was hard for me to ask him for help because I felt like I'm a black woman. My mom did this, my great grandmom did this, they did it well. They took care of their household, they didn't complain, they had it all together. So, why am I here trying to ask for help? I'm a strong, independent black woman. I got this. Until it dawned on me that being strong, especially now in a situation like this where you have children and you have somebody that's there, willing and able to actually help you, is counterproductive. Okay? It's not benefiting you. So we carry around that trope of being strong and independent. And when we actually need help, or we need a break, or we need something, whether that be moral support or companionship or just a listening ear, we find it hard to ask for that because we're carrying around that trope that we need to be strong and independent all the time. And it does nothing for us. Nothing at all. And if Babe was here, I'm sure he'll tell you that I used to get mad at him for no reason because I felt like he should know, like, okay, it's going on to day 3 or 4 that I haven't slept. Like, you should come in and take the baby. But he's not a mind reader. I'm not a mind reader. He's not a mind reader. So I should have just went and asked for the help that I needed. But because I was so in my head about being a strong black woman and I'm supposed to have this in the bag, even though I'm a first time mom, I'm supposed to have this in the bag. I'm supposed to know what I'm doing. I'm supposed to have this. I should not be complaining because other women have it a lot worse. It really messed me up, whether mentally and emotionally as a black woman. And I'm like, where did this even come from? Why am I doing this to myself? Because I don't need to do it, but I feel like society have trained me or molded me into feeling like this is what I should do. This is what I have to do. And if I don't take care of the kids by myself, if I don't change them and feed them and make sure the house is clean and all that by myself, then I'm no longer classified as a strong, independent black woman, which is BS, okay? Which is so full of crap. And I'm just like, I'm sure I'm not the only one that went through this. And I'm sure, why don't nobody talk about this? Like, this is a thing. Like, when I actually first started talking about it, I realized like this is a thing that black women go through. And we suffer in silence because of what society told us we're supposed to be doing as moms, as wives, as companions, as friends, and we don't say anything at all. Let me read some of these comments because the comments are actually going away from me. The I'm gonna butcher some of these names, but Soldier Tresses says we were put into that category in some societies due to the black man not being there. Yes. Um, but absolutely, it is time to put it on the back burner. We need to take a break and let the man who knows his part in the relationship take it up. Then teach these young men to learn from the men as well. Yes. Roy Scott says, but the man has to go to work. He needs his rest as well. At the time, Babe was working from home, so he didn't have any problem helping with Kai or Milani. He made his own schedule as far as that is concerned. So if I really needed help, I could have asked for help, but I refused to ask for help because I felt like I'm a strong black woman and I should have this in the bag. I believe, somebody says, Sister Shakira, I believe the independent part is for those who do not have a mate. What do you think? It's whether you have a significant other or not. Black women are put on this in this category or on this pedestal that we need to be strong and independent all the time. And it dawned on me, and I can't, for the life of me, I can't even figure out why it dawned on me, was when we were at Best of the Best Memorial Weekend this year, a few weeks ago. And I think Baby Sham was in on the stage and performing, and he was like, big up to all of the independent woman. And he kept saying independent woman over and over and over on stage. I'm just like, why is he saying that? Is there no other words to describe black women, like just independent alone? And me and Babe actually went into a whole conversation about being independent and why I don't want to be independent anymore. Like, I've been independent all my life. I feel like it's time now for somebody else to take up the independence. Okay, I'm taking the cap off and giving it some to somebody else because I don't want it, and I don't want the things that comes with being an independent woman either, especially now, especially if you're in a relationship with somebody else and your significant other is there and is helping and you guys are a team. The whole independent thing does not work at all. We really have to change our thought process. Kimmy K says both of you are supposed to ask for help from one another and it doesn't take away from you. Yes, it definitely, you definitely should ask for help. But I was in a total different space. Joyfully, we really have to change our thought process in a lot of situations. Yes, we do. Divine Order says shalom, shalom to you. Farlington Kerrigan said things and times have changed, and yesterday's ideal is not fitting for today. No, it's not. It's definitely not. And these are the things that like my mom, my grandmom, like my aunts and stuff live by. Like they're a strong, independent black woman. They got it down pat. They work, they take care of their family, they do it all. They never ask for help. And even when they do need help, they don't ask for it, which is a problem. And that right there, not asking for help when you need help, is a trauma response. Like you are in survival mode, trying to survive. And I'm just like, this is not healthy. You are literally killing yourself slowly, like sending your blood pressure up because you need rest or something, and you're not asking for help when there's help right there for you. Joyfully say, I'm glad you decided to speak on this topic because I was thinking the same thing for my channel when I have the time. Big up to you. And I think it's something that needs to definitely be discussed more because there's so many dynamics as far as Black women, as far as singleness is concerned, as far as being in a relationship is concerned, as far as societal values are concerned, that we actually really need to speak on. Because I found that for years, Black women have never spoken about things like this, and they're not open to speaking about things like this. And then the next generation comes along, and then they're asking questions, and we are still not speaking on it. And they are making the same mistakes the previous generations made, and the cycle just keep repeating itself over and over and over, and we are not improving. So these things definitely need to be spoken about. The whole independent and strong Black woman, I felt like Black women were in a space where we felt like we had to be strong all the time, and because of the way that society looked at us, we our patriarchy looked at us like we're like the bottom of the totem pole. And whether you want to admit it or not, if you're looking at patriarchy, Black men are definitely above Black women, and they still get paid more and all of that. So it's just the way that society has looked at us that has forced us into trying to prove people wrong, like prove people wrong that we are strong, we're independent, we got it all together, we can do all these things. But we can still be strong and also live a soft life. Like both can coincide. We can be strong and soft at the same time, and they can both live. Women and men have different strengths to complement each other, and that's why a pair is ideal. And that is very true. It's the PTSD response, as we will work ourselves to death on the outside, look well while on the inside we're mentally exhausted. Yes. And for generations, I've seen Black women do this. They work themselves to the ground, and they don't stop until like something bad happens, like hospital pick them up, or they faint on the job, or they literally will kill themselves out working, not only working a 9 to 5, but also coming home and working in your household, taking care of your kids, doing homework, all of that. And then they don't understand that not only you're working yourself to death, you're telling your children that this is what they need to do to be successful. When in truth and reality, that is not helping your kids or you, because you're working yourself to death. You can't enjoy your kids growing up. You're not passing on great legacies, because working yourself, especially for somebody that don't even want to give you time off or give you medical leave or maternity leave or anything like that, is not the way to go, is not something you should be teaching your children. Everything should have a balance. And while it's very hard to balance it, it should also be taught. Like work-life balance is super duper important. And we have a tendency, Black women, Black men, to go and lean heavily in one direction, and then you're lacking in the other. So you lean heavy into working a 9 to 5, and then your family life is lacking, or you lean heavy into raising your children, and then your work life is lacking, or you're lean heavy into parenting, and then your love life with your partner is lacking, and then it's lacking and it's falling apart, and you don't realize that your relationship with your partner is equally as important as your parenting, because at some point your children are going to leave the nest, and then you're going to end up with your partner, or you're going to be alone. So the balance is necessary. And we, especially as Black women, can't lean too far into one aspect because in the end, it really hurts us. And then the generation after us are going to pay because we have been teaching them trauma responses and teaching them how to be in survival mode only. Joyfully said, anyone else has a problem when you meet a man, he hit you on the shoulder like one of his guy friends. I just redirect them and to tell them probably not to touch me. Nikki P says, right, I dropped that strong independent crap a few years ago. I am less stressed and happier. Yes. And this is the point that I'm trying to get to. Once Black women take that whole I need to be strong and independent and I need to do everything myself and have it all together and put together so everybody else can feel like I have the picture perfect life. Uh, Once you take that off, you are way happier, you're way more content, not only within yourself but also within all your relationship, whether that be romantic relationships, friendships, family, how you are as a parent, because now you don't have to be worrying about stressing about being strong and not helping your children because you have somebody else there to do it. Or if you don't have somebody else there to do it, you have access to getting help. You're way more happier, you're way more contented. So, and that is why I feel like Black women need to stop the whole strong independent narrative. I feel like it's good to be strong and independent, but you can also be that while being soft and asking for help when you need it and having a great balance overall. Being too strong and being too independent gets you nowhere. And I was telling Babe the other day, I don't want to be independent. Okay, I don't want to be independent. I adulting, I've been saying this for months. I was like, adulting is ghetto, ghetto. Whether that be bills every single month, all of this stuff right here is ghetto, and I have to be an adult, and I have to make sure I pay the bills on time and all of that. I really don't want to be doing any of this stuff, but it comes with it. It comes with being an adult. So I'm just like, the whole independence, I don't want to be independent anymore. I want to be dependent. I've been independent for long enough, really. Joyfully say I'm a strong advocate to work 3 hours a day shift. And that is the thing. I feel like once I finish my bachelor's degree, I'm only going to be working 3 days a week. So I'm going to be one of those nurses that only works 3 days a week because I need to be able to work. I need to be able to actually spend time with my kids, spend time with my family, spend time with my husband, and have a great work-life balance while not being exhausted and killing myself out on these people's job. So I'm a big advocate for that. Also, if you're in a position to actually work like 3 hours day shift or 3 days a week or any of that, do it. And you may be like tired, but the amount of rest you're gonna get, there's 7 days in a week. If you only work three, you have 4 other days to spend with your family and spend with your kids and spend with your husband and do the things that you want to do. Mickey Loveland says, hey Shakira, I'm late, but happy I caught you. Hi, Mickey. Janelle Clark said, you are speaking facts. I had to unlearn this and relearn that it's okay to ask for help and take a break. Taking a break is literally one of the most hardest thing to do, especially for black people. I'm not even going to just talk about black women. Black people in general, it is hard. I literally had to like start forcing my husband to take a break, like rest. He literally will work himself into the ground and be exhausted. I'm like, this is not healthy. You can't do this 24 hours, 365. This is not good. And not only is it not good, it mess with your mental health, it mess with your psychological health, it mess with your physical health, and it mess with your relationship. And that's why I don't even think I should say this because um, I've been writing. I have been consistently writing, and this is why I took this semester off. I normally go to school during summer. I definitely took this summer off because I have a lot of things to do, and one of the things that I started was writing my book and talking about all the stuff that I had to unlearn that I learned from my mom or fat people in my family as a woman, and now being in 2022, and they are no longer valuable and they are no longer good for me as a woman. Like, this is a major one. Like the whole strong independent black woman trope, unlearning that is a feat in itself. Janelle says, "You are speaking facts. I had to unlearn." Yep, unlearning things that you learned for survival is extremely, extremely hard. And I'm continuously writing this book, and I'm continuously adding things. And I can't wait for y'all to read this book, and I can't wait for it to come to life because the stuff that I talk about in here, I feel like a lot of women can relate and resonate to. And I actually give solutions instead of just talking about the problems that we have. Uh, and I'm pro therapy. So I'm pro therapy. I actually need to schedule my therapy sessions. I haven't gone in like I think like 3 to 4 months, pushing up lies, 6 months, because it's about to be June. And I haven't seen my therapist from last year, December. So, pro therapy, go to a therapist, especially a black therapist, because they can relate. Um, do it, it will help you for sure. These comments are going fast. Jacqueline Welch says, independent black woman. Really, what does that mean? A trap statement. If you think about it, when you have kids, many women work outside the home. An abusive statement, and we have abusive statement we have to let go. Yes. And when I heard them talking about independent, strong black woman on stage, on Best of the Best, I don't know if I was triggered because I've been writing so much about unlearning this trope, the whole strong black woman trope. I don't know if I was triggered by them continuously saying it on stage, but I was like, every time he says strong black woman on stage, me said, no, me don't want me don't strong black woman. Me want me dependent. And they was literally laughing. Willie Lee Lum says, good afternoon, Check Your Sphere. I'm checking in from Chicago. Big up yourself. Keep up the great work. Hi to everybody that's in Chicago. P. King says, true, in the past we had to, but if we don't have to, we shouldn't do it. And that's it. Amister says, greetings, Queen Latasha Nicole here. I'm literally doing DoorDash with my king while I'm studying my master's. Freedom is everything. I wrote my second book and I have a great publisher in Palm Beach. I'm probably going to have to hit you up because I don't know if I want to do physical copies of my book or I want to make it an ebook. But ever since I left spring semester, I've been continuously working on my book. And I can't wait. I can't wait because I talk about some in-depth stuff, some heart wrenching stuff, some things that we don't normally talk about. Divine Order said, "Thank you for this great chat. I appreciate your hard work and love your family." Thank you, Divine Order. I see you all over babe stuff all the time. Julian Collins said, "Right now I'm burnt out and I didn't want to do anything. And if you're burnt out, take the time off. Don't work yourself into the ground." Fallon Carrington said, "3 days a week isn't enough. That's the maximum for me, and it's not enough." It's not enough, like how? Like it's not enough as in like you're not getting paid enough, or what? Because I am a person that believes like if this job isn't giving you what you think you're worth, then if you CK that job, okay? Job hop until you get to a place that they're paying you what you're worth and paying you what you should be getting to sustain your life and a family life if you have kids. Never put these jobs before you, because at the end of the day, they are going to replace you. You're not that valuable to them. If you're putting a 2 weeks resignation, they will find your replacement in less than 24 hours. Do not put these jobs before yourself, because they're damn sure isn't putting their jobs before you. Amister said, "That's my degree." Janelle Clark says, "My mom did the best she could raising me. However, she passed down a lot of her traumatic ways, and I learned the hard way to find my own solutions on my path." Yes, that's a major thing. Like watching my mom, I watched my mom work herself to the ground, and she does the same thing up till now because she's a woman of many goals and many aspirations, many talents. And I'm just like, when are you going to stop? Is recently I've seen her actively trying to take breaks, actively trying to do self-care, actively trying to take care of herself. And that's something I had to learn. Like, it's not okay to work yourself to the ground, like at all. I used to be that person. Like, Shakira, Rachel just called out. Can you come in at work tomorrow and do a double shift? Because I know you can run the store and you're in manager's training. So can you cover that shift for Rachel? Because she's having nanny issues, and she's a single mom and she can't get it together. Okay, I'll be there. What time do you guys need me to be there? I used to be that girl that anytime someone calls out, they used to call me to pick up that shift. And it didn't do nothing for me. Nothing. Nicolette Cunning says, "Every hired man is a fired man." True. True. Let's talk about this girl that I guess being myself forgot that I'm online. But let's talk about this girl that throw out this man's ashes. Probably back in my petty days and my petty ways, which was not too long ago. I can't say I wouldn't do the same thing that she did. Okay, I didn't even know that there was a law on the books that you could get locked up for stuff like this. But you gotta grow up out the petty. You gotta grow up out the petty. A Texas woman was arrested and charged with abuse of a corpse 2 years after she threw her ex-boyfriend's mother's ashes into Lake Worth, Northwest Fort Worth, authorities says. And I know Fort Worth, Texas very well. Love Texas. I feel like Texas is like a second home for me because that was where I first lived outside of my mother's house. So love Texas. Austin Gladly, 40. 40? Wait. Austin Augustine Gladney, 40, dumped the ashes that belonged to the 38-year-old Ernest Smith mother into the lake in 2020 and was charged with the crime on May 4th, according to the Fort Worth Police Department. Reports from NBC DFW states. In Texas, abuse of a corpse is a Class A misdemeanor that carries a $4,000 fine and up to a year in prison, per the Fort Worth police report. According to records, Smith, wait, I can't get over the part that says she's 40. 40 and still doing this? I thought they were going to say, oh, she's like 28. She's about 32 or somewhere there. But hmm, my granny used to say, not all the time does wisdom comes with age. I saw police told, according to records, Smith told police on June 3rd, 2020, his late mother's urn was missing from the residence he and Gladney shared. He maintains he overheard a conversation Gladney had with her daughter admitting to the act. Later, Smith says Gladney texted him also confessing to what she had done. Police advised Smith to collect all text interactions with the woman as evidence. A viral video on social media has brought the case into the spotlight, in which a woman throws the ashes, then the urn, into a river with a caption, "He cheated, so I threw his mom's ashes in the river." Authorities have not confirmed the woman in the video to be Gladney, as the crime was committed 2 years ago. According to social media sleuths, the video was skit-based and Gladney's actions. One user clarified that that's a true story and the video is a skit with a different woman. It's disgusting either way. So, Lordy Lord. 40. I know you're going to prison for a year. Oh, I saw ashes. If I'm 40 years old and I'm with somebody and they push me to a place where I have to get out of character and do something as crazy as throwing away their mom's ashes, we don't need to be together. This is a waste of time and energy. Like, your energy it should be placed somewhere else. At 40, this is not something that you should be doing at all. Even if the person cheated, we could understand if like a young dumb full of cum person did this, but a whole 40-year-old, no ma'am, no ma'am. Back when I was petty, I would probably agree with her and say, I'm throwing away these ashes because your mama should have treated you better, teach you not to cheat, have little morals, or if you want to cheat, leave me alone, get out this relationship and go cheat on your single way. So I'm blaming your mom and I'm throwing off these ashes in the river just because of that. You're a disgusting human being and she should have raised you better. Back in my pet. Back in my petty days, that's some stuff. That's some stuff I would say. But now, nah, that just leave, girl. You're wasting your energy. You're wasting your energy. And I'm wondering if they're still together. Like, I would love to know if like they're still together, if they reconcile or they haven't spoken to each other or what. Because this story is like a lifetime movie. Like, who does stuff like this, especially at 40? If I was her daughter, I would probably be embarrassed. Mm, 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 mm. Soldier Trust says a gold chain or your ring he bought, or maybe even the TV, but not the mother's ashes. I I used to be like an avid um, mash up your property type of toxic type of person, but I've realized that mm-mm, mm-mm, it's not a good trait. Just leave that person. If they make you or force you to go out of character, just leave them. Leave them. Because I guarantee you, if she had just left him alone, he cheated on her. Understand she's angry and all of that. Not taking away that. But let karma deal with it. Let the world is a continuous cycle. So if you think you're going to cheat on somebody, whether the person was good to you or mediocre to you or not, you are going to actually have to repay that. Especially if you hurt someone that was truly there for you and thought that you were in a committed relationship, you gonna pay. And I've seen this time and time again, which is why I no longer believe in like destroying people's things, because I've seen it. Like I've seen, like, you have done something to a person today, like 3 months down the line, you get hit by a car, your 2 foot then broke up, you can't walk. Like, that's karma right there, whether you want to believe it or not. So that's why I don't feel like anybody should like destroy people's stuff or any of that anymore, because I've seen it in real life. You mess with people that are genuinely there for you, love you, and it comes back to bite you in the ass. And you don't even know that it's karma because it comes back so like haphazard, so unnoticeable, like the littlest things be happening to you, and that's just because you were doing stuff, some little stuff to hurt people, and it's coming back to bite you in the ass. So I don't believe in that stuff anymore because I've seen it in real life and in real time. So I know exactly how the karma works. I used to not believe in this whole karma. I'm going to keep it real. I never used to believe in karma and all these things. I used to believe like, you hurt me I go hurt you too. You do something to me I go do something to you. And that's just how I felt. I felt like I need to have my revenge and I need to make you feel how I feel. But it's way more sweeter that watching it happen in real time and knowing that this is their karma and just seeing it happen and you don't have anything to do with it, like at all. So don't do it. Don't destroy people's stuff. I talk about that in my book too. Lord, I can't wait to finish this book. Mm-mm-mm. Let's read some of these comments. Mr. Anime Star says, so gone. Yeah, yeah. Did she ever live in Maryland? I have no idea. The article didn't say. Miss Nia said, Lord, the mother was released. She was definitely released. Sophia B said they could never still be together. I'm sure he was upset enough to leave. But that's the thing. They be upset now, and then like give them 2 or 3 days and they're good again. Like, especially if somebody that you've been in a long-term relationship, a lot of people don't want to like start all the way over again and all of that. They rather the devil they know. So I would love to know if they're still together or if they're not together or whatever. They ended the story not clear. Merlin G say you're so ugly when you cry. Don't let the front door hit you on the way out, sir. I saw Nicolette Cummings says, what are you drinking? Oh, this is my protein shake. Came from the gym a few hours ago, and I'm making sure I get enough protein in. This is the part of working out that a lot of people don't see. Like, you got to make sure you get your enough protein in, or else you're not going to get the gains. So this is my protein smoothie I'm drinking. Soldier tries to say for real, Shakira, a destroyer. Yes, but you have to grow up. Truly, Jan. So how much longer for the book? The goal for the book is to finish it before I start school. So the ending of August, I'm hopefully gonna finish it all out because I've been actively writing since the end of my spring semester. And I combine everything into 15 chapters. I'm on chapter 10 now. So we are almost there. We're almost there. Miss Nia said, what advice do you ladies have for me? My man asked wife left him. Now he's with me, but she's mad at him and doesn't want me to have no communication with the children. Wait, let me read this again. Miss Nia, what advice do you ladies have for me? My man ex wife left him. Now he's with me, but she's mad at him and doesn't want me to have no communication with the children. So she's preventing his kids from seeing him because he's with you. She's an idiot. I'm sorry. Baby, if we break up and you get somebody new, all I want is to make sure that my children is safe and well taken care of. That right there is petty as hell, immature as hell. All I wanted to know is my kids is well taken care of, they're safe and they're fine, and you're not treating them badly. Come take them, girl. Come take them. You and him can't contact them. Spend the weekend together. I'll give you them for the summer. Like, that right there is petty as hell. Okay? And I'm glad I don't have to deal with anybody or any woman that's like that, because you're ruining your children's life. They're missing out on one of their parents because you're mad about him being with somebody else. Like, that is so dumb. So come take these kids. Girl, you're now their parent for half the week. Please take these kids. That's the adult thing to do. Take them for the summer. Take them for Christmas, Easter, whenever you want. Get them. Take them. What? Nah. No. I would never. That's a waste of time. Really. True religion say, all right, sweet. I can't wait. I've been watching you for a long minute. I can't wait to. Kai Kai Joy Empress says, run come for them. Same someone said to run come for them. That's some petty BS. I can't believe women are still doing stuff like that. Who cares? You want to do with somebody else and you're happy? Good for you. Because I'm going to be doing the same thing. Come get these kids. Come get these kids. Like, I saw something on TikTok. The biological mom was mad because the stepmom bought the daughter a dress for graduation. The bio mother sent the child to the stepmom's house with no clothes to wear to graduation, and she was mad. God no. God no. Pettiness. Like, buy a whole new wardrobe for all I care. That's crazy, because all you're doing is having your child miss out on having a great relationship with the person their father is with or their mom is with. Petty. Petty. Sharon, the brick house says, for real, give me my break. Stupid and petty. For real. For real. Soldier says a crazy. So, in order for the new woman not to see the kids, you would prevent him from seeing his kids. That's literally what she's doing. June O'Brien says, silly, insecure people. Kai Kai Jai Empress says, yes. Miss Nia, she has a whole new man. Let my hobby to deal with someone else, but she mad because he now has me. What kind of craziness is that? She left my babe for her new man. Woo! What a mix up! Hi, babe.
Oh, that's one milk.
Can your hand smell?
I come from the gym.
Me know your hand smell like soap.
My hand smell like.
Like hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
But it smell like soap at first glance.
Well, smell the front.
No, I swear. Alright, so what a mix up. Girl. That's crazy. She's petty. She's really petty. And I can't get that. Like you left a person, you claim you don't want them anymore. Me don't want you. You can't go do what you want to do, blah blah blah. And then when they actually find somebody new, it's a problem. Okay, I want you now. I want you now because somebody else wants you. When me did there with you, me never want you. Go on about your business, me or cheat and me or do what me want to. But as the person when you don't want them or get somebody else, all of a sudden, them want a relationship again and all of that. Me don't know. Me don't know. I don't know. It's fine, babe. Jed Seller said, wow, get mad for what? I know. I'm not even at that stage. Merlin SG said, my husband's daughter came to my wedding in her yard clothes, and I was so happy she came. I even took the photo with her in them CM clothes. Man, listen. That's right. That's a whole trauma story. So you're getting married to your husband, and her bio mom sent her to the wedding in yard clothes. You can't so wicked. What a wicked! No, me. Where you come from? You send your picnic girl a wedding in a yard clothes?
No, but you like, I mean, I'd just be happy that she came.
Yes, I would be happy she came too.
And you would be mad about
Me wouldn't be mad about the yard clothes part neither, but as a mom, me I talk about from a mom's perspective, to actually send your kids out not properly dressed to a function, me couldn't do that. Me couldn't see myself to do that.
How old?
Huh? She didn't say how old she was. P. King says, so agree. She don't want him, but don't want anyone else to have him. That right there. Stacey and said, immaturity. Patty Barnett said, I missed the live, guys, so I'm listening to what was going on with my Empress. Big up yourself. Merlin SG says, CM so. Sophie B, the laugh. Janiel Clark says, petty and insecure on the highest level. That's a new one for me. That is a little insulting. Miss Nia said, I'm telling you guys, it's so frustrating dealing with the situation. Don't let it frustrate you. You're not supposed to be frustrated. Whatever she got going on, let him and her handle it. Just be there as support for him when he needs it, and that's all. Because after a while, she's gonna give up, and she will let the kid see his dad. Juna Bryan, unless the daughter is a grown woman, Miss Nia said he's a Jamaican man and she's an American woman and she's older. She met him when he was 20 and she was like 30 something years old. So she basically is a pedo. Me can't bother. She's rocking the cradle, robbing the cradle. Okay. Anyways, they love to talk about how men do this stuff, but they don't like to talk about it when it's the other way around. When women prey on younger, more immature males, they don't. Soldier Trust is like she raised him up and no one to keep him in the rear. Right, so we can our time. We can talk about the whole Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. So Babe said he wanted to interject. I'm glad we saved this topic for last. Um, Everybody have their long think pieces about that situation. The article said that they broke up because Michael B. Jordan wanted something a more serious, long term, and Lori Harvey did not. And a lot of people are saying that Lori Harvey is a female future, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. She she's toxic, blah blah blah. Uh I'm indifferent. I'm very much indifferent to this whole situation because quite frankly, everybody I thought, well, she won't find another Michael B. Jordan, blah 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 blah. He's not average person. And how do I put this nicely? Yes, he is a catch by societal standards, outwards appearance, looking in. Like he has a nice career. He's somewhat, people claim he's a nice guy. All this stuff. But if we don't know the inner workings of their relationship. He can look like a nice guy from societal level and not be a nice guy in real life. Or he can have all the accolades in the world and he's immature as hell. Or they don't match. They don't know how to compromise. Like it can be a world of things, okay? And I think Lori Harvey, especially being raised by Steve Harvey, feel like she can play the field, and that's what she's doing. Oh, and people were talking about how she's attracted to bad boys, and she went from a bad boy to a nice guy, and that's why she don't want to settle. Blah blah blah. Men do the same thing. She's doing the same thing. Man talk about black men talk about how they've been with every different woman under the sun: white, black, Asian, Spanish, pink, orange. Same thing with Lori Harvey. She's trying out a bad boy. She's trying out a good guy. She's seeing what she likes, what floats her boat. I saw Mickey and Butter. Plus, she's 25 years old. Like, what do y'all expect from a 25-year-old? Like, she don't want to settle down. She don't want to get married. She don't want to have kids. I would much rather tell him that than for a year down the line they are having a messy divorce and him have to pay for divorce lawyers and they have children and the kids are going to be raised in a split family home. If she's not ready, she's just not ready, and I can't even blame her for that. I can't. Also, a lot of people are saying that their whole relationship was a whole
You know
PR.
what's crazy?
What?
What's crazy is how you're willing to say, like, you're willing to say, well, maybe he is this and maybe he is that.
Mm-hmm.
She already told you what it is why the relationship didn't work. He wanted to take it to another level and she wasn't ready.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so leave it right there. It ain't maybe he is this or maybe he is that. Y'all
Babe.
always trying to pile more on something.
Be able to say pile
A
more.
man can't get a benefit of the doubt to save his life. Even when the man have a squeaky clean record. Nah,
He don't have a
maybe-
squeaky clean
maybe
record.
Something happening on the
He has a
inside of the
squeaky.
house.
He has a squeaky clean record for black men. He don't have a squeaky clean record for black women, and that was what I was gonna get into. They said their whole relationship was a whole PR stunt. So basically, Laura Harvey was in a whole bunch of relationships. She was with a whole lot of guy in the industry,
Right.
and Mike.
She'll pass around.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, he was trying to save a hope.
Babe, something like that. And Michael
Be for real, then.
and Michael B. Jordan was with a whole bunch of white women. They were saying that he's not really attracted to black women, but he panders black women for his career.
Oh my God.
Just Google Michael B. Jordan and white women, and you'll see all the pictures of him with different white women. And people were saying he was trying to regain his black female fan base and audience.
Again, when black women do that, y'all make all kinds of excuses. There's nothing wrong with it. She should be able to be with whoever she wants to be with. But as soon as black men do that, yeah, back in his past he was with white women, and I don't think he wanted a black woman.
But that's some black women. Some black women were choosing not to support his movies, not to support anything he was in because of that very reason.
Them same black women be watching shows with white men down and sitting in their living room admiring the damn white man. That's a white boy.
But babe, I mean, I don't say me have anything to do with that. I'm just saying what they said. And they're saying that they tried to clean up her image as far as her not being a pass around anymore, and then clean up Michael B. Jordan's image as him also being a person that loves black women.
Did you see the one where they said he was actually down low?
I've seen that today.
Wow.
I seen it today, but
people say whatever they want to say.
Yeah, people say whatever.
People that laugh and it could be real. You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood is smoking mirrors, man.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm indifferent to the whole thing because I really don't care. As far as Lori Harvey is concerned, I feel like she did an amazing thing as to not lead him on. I feel like
not lead him on. You were living with him for a year. What you mean not?
They weren't living together, babe.
Yes, they were.
They weren't living together.
They were living together.
No, babe. They had their separate places. They were just in a committed relationship for a year. They weren't living together.
So they were just dating.
Something like that. They were in a monogamous, committed relationship.
No, you ain't in love if you're not living together.
By whose standard?
We just dating.
Babe, come here.
We just seeing each other.
Come here. Come here, please.
We just seeing each other. That's where I can see you.
Babe, come here. Babe said that if we are not living together, we are dating. We're not in a monogamous, committed relationship. Come here. Come, let me scoot over a little bit. Come, I need them.
Scoot over a little bit.
Took down. Took down. By whose standard?
By whose standard what?
By whose standard, if we're dating and we're not living together,
I just
we're
feel like
we're not together.
If you got your own stuff and I got my own stuff, well, I mean, how is that together? Look, right?
I had my own
watch
stuff.
my fingers. Watch
No,
my
no,
fingers.
no,
Then
no,
watch my finger
no,
then.
no.
Watch my finger then. Watch my finger then.
No.
No, watch. I'm showing you.
Yeah.
I'm showing you. Just walk with it. Thumb is over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thumb is over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
They look together to you?
No, they don't look
All
together.
right. This thumb
But
has its own hand. This thumb has its own hand. They're separate.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're not together.
Babe.
What?
Where gone? Babe gone. No,
Let's before this get too deep.
no, babe, get back here. Come back. You're going to sit in this hot seat now. Come, babe. We got to talk about this. Nope.
I told me to work out, man. I'm tired.
You're tired?
Yeah, I'm tired. No. I think my blood flow too.
By whose standard? Because you had your own stuff and I had my own stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you were together. So
I try to catch me in something.
So whose standard is that now that they're not together because him having own stuff and she having?
Well, I feel like she's trying to catch me in something.
Me not try to catch you in nothing, but you said they're not together. But so when I had my own apartment and you had your house, we weren't together.
I try to catch me in something.
No, come stay right there. So that means that we weren't together.
I'm tired. That treadmill just did me in.
Not tired, nothing. Answer the question.
The treadmill, give me this bit.
Who is that? This is how he always kicks himself in the butt. Because he had his own stuff and I had my own stuff. And we were very much together. So who to tell her they're not together?
Look, I just had a hard workout session, right?
Mm-hmm. Blame it on the workout.
I am. I don't think my blood's flowing too good, so I can't really have these conversations right now. Mm-hmm. Maybe a glass of wine.
A glass of wine. A rotted hole. So.
But they're never together.
They never.
No, babe. Like, by their
standards. They are here.
By their standards,
who wants to?
I thought they were like living together.
No, she have her own apartment. Him having own apartment. Sometimes they sleep off her. Sometimes they sleep off him.
Sometimes they just don't sleep with each other at all. Them separate ways.
Him have he move if he work pan and scripts to learn and all of that, and she have her whole skincare line.
Yeah. Like Future, right? Not Future, like what's his name? Trouble. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was with him for 3 years, and we just broke up a few days ago. Yeah,
that's a whole mess right there.
And then something they're going, but I don't know. I don't think if it's like that, it is what it is.
It is what it is. I see him thinking this too.
Yeah, she got all the right to move on if she feel like she want to move on, but let's not try to sugarcoat it. Michael B. Jordan does not know. Let's put it this way:
he's not no run-of-the-mill guy. He's not.
He's not. And no matter how we try to downplay, because we do that all the time. Not we. I see sisters do this all the time. They like try to downplay a brother's accolades that he should be given. You know what I'm saying? Downgrade him purposely. I don't care. That's by society standards, but he's not. You'll be happy. You'll be happy as a pig in shit if your daughter came home with a Michael B. Jordan. Okay, clean cut, well put together, got his head on his shoulder, not chasing ass. He wants to start a family with her. He is not a hit and run kind of guy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at long term with your daughter and that kind of stuff. I hope that that's the kind of guy that my daughter brings home. Somebody that is also successful and focused, and them kind of something there. Mm-hmm. You know, if she bring no pants off your ass, can't speak properly, guy across my lawn, I pitch that back way down the road, but he's a catch. Mm-hmm. He's a catch. I'm not catch for me, I'm not catch man, but he's a catch. And I mean, she's young and she wants to. She was with wild dudes before. Mm-hmm. Okay, she is with the rap scene before. Future VIP section be looking like. Mm-hmm. And Lori was one of the girls that was over there busting it wide open, champagne's flowing everywhere, getting wet, dick it down in the club, that kind of stuff. She's used to the wildness. So let's be for real. So and I say that without trying to degrade her either. It's just reality of where listen to DJ Academics, man, and he's even closer to them. DJ Academics is like, what you expect? She's 25. Just like Sierra would have never gotten with a Russell in her damn 20s. Mm-hmm. Sarah had to do her 20s with hip-hop niggas that's wild. Mm-hmm. Come out in fancy cars, pants off their ass, act crazy. Mm-hmm.
She had to go through it.
She had to go because that's what she wanted to go through. Yeah. It was exciting. Mm-hmm. Russell was boring for her in her 20s. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just like she is now. Mm-hmm. Michael B. Jordan is 35. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He pushing up to the 40s. So he's like, yo, I want to start a family, a beautiful woman, this and that. I'm feeling you. And she's like, man, I'm 25. I'm trying to see this through another way. I got some more wildness in me. Let me go get it out. He not ready. She not ready. And he ready. That's all it is. But she's entitled to her feel how she want to feel. I don't hold nothing against her by that. But I think she passed up a good one, and I don't think she's gonna have another one like that.
You think she won't have another one like that?
No. She won't. Somebody will get with her because of who her daddy is.
I don't.
Because check it.
I don't think so.
Check it. If I breed her, right? If I breed her, I'm in Steve's money. Oh,
she got her own money though.
Yeah, but she ain't got Steve Harvey's money.
She don't got Steve Harvey's money, but she got her own money.
But then we could be spiteful and be like, Steve Harvey ain't even her real daddy.
but yeah, she's 25. Like Michael B. Jordan is 35. Like if she's not there, she's just not there. And one thing I don't understand why they call it quits so quick. That's another thing that I didn't get. They were together for a whole year. Why did they end the relationship so suddenly and
because they been broke up behind the scenes, but they were keeping up face for the tabloids.
Why did they break up so suddenly and abruptly? Like if she say, okay, I need like at least 2 more years of just dating and then I'll be ready for a family, blah blah blah, I could understand that. But just break up suddenly after a whole year of dating, that don't make no damn sense to me.
He went through her phone.
All right, so let me read some of these comments.
He went through her phone and see that she was talking the future stuff.
Here you go. I hear Milani. June O'Brien says, wasn't too committed, so Flo is right. Kai Kai Joy answer. Peking future is very fertile, busy through contraceptive. So Merlin SG say yes, soulful, you get catch. Kai Joy, don't let him distract you with the kisses. Fallon Curzon, our example demonstrate what's the right hand do, the left hand don't know, even though they are together. So Flo, try escape. Yes, he was definitely trying to escape. P King said, blame it on the workout. That's exactly what he was trying to do. June O'Brien, he's right. You're together, but not committed. Valentine Kerrigan said, even though they belong to one member of the body. I saw T9 South says he begged to differ. I've been in a committed relationship for 6 years and he lived 20 minutes away in his house and I have mine. We have keys and codes to each other house. Shout out to you. Big up to you. Because that's very much possible. Very much possible.
That don't sound right. That sound like
Babe said that don't.
I can't stand you, so just go that way.
Babe said that don't sound possible. Babe, I think I left their bottles in the Steve Madden bag.
I didn't say possible. I said it don't sound right.
It don't sound right. Kai Dry Emperor says, in public he's seen as a catch, but in private she sees something different. Maybe, who knows?
Oh, you know what? He must see something different.
Or him see something different. That's what she was saying. Merlin wants to say, I dressed my daughter to attend her father's wedding. Sharon the Brick House, apparently his accolades are not enough. It doesn't matter. She's not a HOE. When men do it, it's okay. And yes, I don't agree with anybody calling her HOE or BITCH or any of that. She's 25. She can date around and she can do what she wants. T69 said, your hobby own words or life partners, but if don't work, change, locks, codes is cheaper versus moving stuff. Oh, sorry, give me, babe. I know she not.
Come, mommy. She don't even want her juice from me.
Mm-hmm. Me know she never do. I'll take it from you.
I'll pop out the mic, babe.
Move it wrong. Thank you.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm just reading these comments and I'm gonna end this live. Yes, it's cheaper. Carlin Vital said he can have money and standards, but maybe his was not flexible enough to do the work. Karkaja Empress says her mom was with her dad and her uncle she married them both. Mm-hmm.
Maybe she wasn't feeling her strokes.
Alright, so Bella the Diva. Hi, hon. I'm watching you, probably 20 minutes delay. I'm so glad to hear that you are becoming a nurse and it's a great career. However, 3 days a week, 12-hour shifts a day can be brutal on your body. I know. I've heard. Joyfully, remember he bought her stocks for her birthday. That sure says a lot. Bella did even say we'll be sleeping 1 to 2 days to catch up. Yeah, I've heard that. Say hi, everybody. Bye. So I'm gonna end this live. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all next week. Same place, same time. Deuces. Say bye. Say bye, mommy. You're not into it.